Good morning and welcome to HRTV. Today I have with me Rachel Alidoosti, the head of HR for MENA for the mighty Virgin Retail. Rachel, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Now, the thing that struck me that's quite an interesting transition when I think about retail is you didn't actually start your career in a edgy retail setting. You actually started in an oil and gas firm. So tell me about that personal experience of transitioning from a kind of an oil and gas firm where the culture is all about kind of ugly big blokes in overalls to something that's more edgy and retail like Virgin.
Well, to tell you the truth, I started in oil and gas out of just being lucky. I wanted a good job with a good company. I got the opportunity, and I got into that because I was part of the relocation parts of a lot of expats coming through these oil and gas exploration and seismic exploration. However, I moved on from oil and gas to FMCG. It was more fast-paced, it was exciting, then consumer electronics, and then I kind of found my character in retail because Virgin in particular, it's very, very fast-paced, it's very agile, very creative. So I fell in love with retail and I stayed.
Good.
So.
Yeah, well, let's focus on that edgy, fast-paced. So what exactly is the culture of Virgin Retail? And how does that mean for individuals? So what sort of personality do you need to work in Virgin?
Well, if I'm going to be honest with you, I think our employees are originally the biggest fan of Virgin brand to begin with.
Right.
Usually prior becoming an employee with us. And we have a lot of candidates that they just love the opportunity to be part of Virgin brand, mainly because of the association of Virgin brand with Richard Branson, the story around the brand itself, and what it stands for. And also in reality, in the atmosphere of the brand, you will see individuals, they apply with us or they are successful inside Virgin that they're very curious, they love learning, they're very creative, they're very agile, they're flexible in terms of the shift of thinking and creating new strategies, and they don't want a routine job. They don't want to come tomorrow and know exactly what they're going to do in the 8 hours. They want to come not knowing and finding out, and I think that element of surprise and excitement, it challenges you, pushes you to be better, but at the same time it makes work very exciting. You look forward to come to that environment.
Absolutely.
And being around all this diversity.
Absolutely, something we'll look for. Something else that strikes me when you meet a Virgin retail employee is that sort of that they're cool. You know?
Yes.
That sort of thing I can't really define very well at all.
Yes,
but
that's
I've been a
very true.
headhunter for 20 years, and I've never been able to identify cool on a CV, and I certainly know nothing about identifying cool in interview or anything like that. How do you identify that kind of edgy factor, that cool factor, from those hordes of potential employees that are queuing up outside your doors?
I think we in HR, we play the role of agents in a sense that we can influence the type of recruitment that we do by identifying the passion and the creativity in individuals. But I think ultimately the transformation happens in the store and in the back office. And in my opinion, the personal journey that happens to every employee is that when you come and work in a work environment where you have over 47 diversity of nationality, that level of exposure to culture and different perspectives in life and creativity, I think helps you to become a character where you are part of this family that is as if you have seen all of these countries, all of these cultures, and you have knowledge about all of these things, and you start looking into the customers or your own colleague at work and asking, what can I do to make your life better? What can I do to learn better? Or what can I do to bring something better? And also you start identifying passion inside yourself. So many of our employees, they are our own customers. We have gamers, we have people that they love reading book, people that they know all the genres of music, movie buffs. People that they love that edgy side of fashion where it's very unisex. It brings the coolness and the different kind of message that are very trendy in social media through our products. So I think it's the combination of so many elements. Me and my team, we primarily play a role of influencing the right person to come in, but I think it's the combination of the teamwork and everything that has been established since long time that has created this fantastic culture. That's what I think.
Yeah,
It's not a one-man show.
We've talked about the coming into Virgin as an employee and the impressions everybody has and the excitement, but actually, it's got to turn into work someday. So after you've been there 2 years, the cool wears off a little bit, and it becomes a job and it becomes something you do every day.
Yes.
So how do you maintain the levels of passion and energy? How do you go about trying to retain staff, not just recruit?
Yes, I think that's a very smart question. Thank you for asking this question. I'm going to make the question even challenging. So on top of that, you also have to add the element that when you are in retail, you have the element of cost efficiency and you have budget. You are very much connected to how the factor of economy, the purchase power of people changes, the tourism, so many components are related to not just what you bring to the table, but also is the society contributing to purchase these products, and then are you achieving your targets? So when it comes inwards towards us as head of departments, for me, for recruitment, the first question that I ask myself is that when we go through these fluctuations of economical changes and different trends, I merge jobs. So when the employees, they resign, instead of recruiting, I sometimes merge jobs that allows competencies of individuals that they have already overachieved in the scope of current job. They can look forward to something more challenging. So that's one of the things that I do to retain talents. The other thing that I think works very well is if you shift the culture of the company into project management and make the challenges into a small projects and group the people to work as projects together, and every time every person is a project manager for that particular challenge or task and guides the other people irrespective of the grade or the hierarchy in the organization, that boosts the self-confidence and allows everybody to kind of keep learning and keep achieving.
It gives variety in the role, which is essential.
Yes,
no 2 days
100%,
are the same. That's great.
Yes.
And that's all achieved in a backdrop of what must be a very difficult business situation.
Yeah.
Now, Virgin has had to transition from a business that predominantly sells hard copies of film and music.
Yes.
And as that market dies off, you've had to make this rapid transition to perhaps what I would term an adult toy store. I don't know if you would term it the same way, but how does HR play a role in that transformation? Do you need a totally different set of skills, a totally different set of staff, or can you upskill or change the way that your current staff are operating?
Okay, that's a lot of questions in one round. And so let me just break it down into smaller pieces. Okay, so Virgin, yes, it has transformed from a music store into a lifestyle kind of a business.
Right,
so that's how we call ourselves a lifestyle business. Now, in this transition, you can see, for example, music, film and books are still part of a department that we call it culture, because they are the defining area of Virgin Megastore brand. So we don't want to touch that, but we have revolutionized it. For example, we have gone into vinyl and vinyl players for the genre of the music.
For hipsters.
Yes, and the books, for example, it has its own readers. We have created a different kind of connection to customers to cater their needs for them. Same for the DVD area as well, and we're also looking into the digitalization of this platform. But apart from that, if you look right now into the subcategory of the products that are within Virgin Megastore right now, I think we cater to probably from age 10 all the way to 45 plus. That's the range of customers that we have, and also we are very much price conscious. So you can come with 20 dirham, you can buy something all the way to PC gamers.
I understand the change, but how does this impact from an HR perspective? So do you need to change the sort of people for the new business model, or effectively is it the same business as
yes.
usual, it's just different stock?
Yes. So to come to that end part of the question, I think the fundamental element of a virgin person, or the DNA of who can survive in virgin culture, remains the same. You need to have insatiable curiosity, the love to serve the people and your own colleagues, and be very passionate and be a keen learner. So that will never change. However, the part that me and my team comes in and we have seen the transformation is that probably 8 years ago we would be very much focused in identifying employees for our stores, that they were purely focused on music and they knew the genres of the music and DVD, and they were movie buffs. But then recently majority of our assessment focuses on employees that they are, or candidates that they are very versatile in how they grasp the world around them, how they understand the trends in social media, how much they want to know about different products and they use them if they have the opportunity, and they have opinion about them, or they have identified different sets of passion apart from music and DVD within themselves to begin with. And then usually those are the candidates that they become very successful in grasping the different kind of advantages and benefits of the products, and they also grow as the new products they come in the store, they use the new versions, they understand all of these different mechanism that is involved in every new launch, a new category. Definitely it has been challenging, but I think that's how Virgin brand is. I think Virgin constantly aims to be a very a classy brand that starts with a beautiful story, but also wants to position itself to be a progressive brand for future. A brand that keeps giving and keeps making memorable moments and making a difference in everybody's life.
And full of passionate staff.
And full of passionate staff, wonderful. That's correct.
Now, my final question, if I may, is a personal one. My wife's birthday is in 8 days' time, and I have no idea what to get her. Have you got any recommendations for me?
Well, it might sound funny, but one of my personal favorite recent shopping that I've done on our Virgin Megastore online store is the Kigurumi onesie brands, that you've got these different kind of styles of animals that they come in the form of onesie, and you can just wear it at home and just be happy. It's perfect for a weekend. You can just be cooking your breakfast, wearing your onesie, and just feeling good about life.
Animal-shaped onesie. That
yes.
sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Rachel, thank you very much. Very good to meet you.
Thank you so much again. I appreciate
I'm off to
it.
buy a onesie, and thank you to our audience.
Thank you.